Hello everyone, welcome to another birdwatching vlog. Right now in California still, in Tahoe National Forest. Doing some camping for 5 days in the northern tip, so maybe be moving into Plumas National Forest too. But yeah, we look for some birds, see what I can find. We saw ospreys, sapsucker, nice Tailor jays, robins, Yellow-Rumped Warbler. Yeah, we'll see what we can find more. It's pretty nice out here. First couple of hours, seems some nice species, so let's go. The red-breasted sapsucker is a real forest resident. It forages on insects which are hiding in the bark and nests in holes in the tree. They're called sapsuckers because they will also make holes in the tree to lick up the sap with their long tongue. The red-breasted sapsucker is a very important member of their ecosystem. Many other animals will use the holes they make to feed on too, to lick up the sap. An example are hummingbirds. Hummingbirds will use them if they arrive before the flowers bloom. Rufous hummingbirds will sometimes even follow around sapsuckers, so that they can feed after they make their holes. In areas where the species overlap, the red-breasted and the red-naped sapsucker will sometimes hybridize. The offspring from these species are very hard to distinguish from which species they are. That these species were able to hybridize isn't that crazy if you think about it. The fact that the red-breasted, red-naped and yellow-bellied sapsuckers were considered still the same species until 1983. As for the habitat for the red-breasted sapsucker, they prefer coniferous forests, often with some deciduous trees. In the winter, when food is scarce, they will move to lower elevations and to the sea area, to wooded areas, parks and suburbs. Even though you see this dark-eyed Junco sit in a tree, they are most of the time foraging on the ground. They hop around the bases of trees and shrubs, looking for seeds. Dark-eyed Juncos breed in coniferous or mixed coniferous forests across Canada, the western US and in the Appalachians. During winter you'll find them in open woodlands, fields, parks, roadsides and backyards. The female chooses the nest site, typically in a depression or niche on sloping ground, rock face or amid the tangled roots of an upturned tree. Around people, Juncos may even nest in buildings or under them. Occasionally, Juncos nest above the ground on horizontal branches. It doesn't happen a lot, and it can also breed in window ledges and in hanging flower pots or light fixtures. The mountain chickadee is a very active and acrobatic bird. It's clinging to small limbs and twigs or hanging upside down from pine cones. In winter, mountain chickadees flock with kinglets and nuthatches, with birds following each other one by one from tree to tree. Black phoebes sit upright on low perches near water and make short flights to catch insects, just as you can see it doing here, near water, and there's a lot of mosquitoes around it. They bump their tails up and down insistently when perched. They nest in mud cups, anchored in protected nooks, or often under a bridge or the eaves of a building. They often keep a string of sharp chip calls. The white-headed woodpecker forages by clinging to pine cones and prying out or hammering out seeds, also by flaking bark and probing pine needle clusters for insects, especially during the breeding seasons. They also dig around rows or shallow holes in trees in order to eat the sap, just like the red-breasted sapsucker. The Canada goose is one of the most common birds in North America. You can see it just about anywhere near lakes, rivers, ponds, or other small or large bodies of waters. Also in yards, like you see right here. This is a yard of a small cabin that I found while hiking. And here they are grazing in the fields. They can also feed by dabbling in the water, so they eat water plants. Fox sparrows spend a lot of time on the ground, just like you see this one doing. It's using its sturdy legs to kick away leaf litter in search of insects and seeds. Canadese finches feed primarily on tree buds and seeds. Canadese finches live in evergreen forests in the mountains up to about 10,000 feet elevation. In winter they may probably go to lower elevations because of the need to find food. The Canadese finch was first collected on an 1850s expedition to the southwestern mountains by the Pacific Railroad Survey. The eminent ornithologist John Cassin, who created illustrations for the survey, called the pink-tinged finch the greatest bird in the lot, Gaston asks his friend and colleague Spencer Baird to name the new species after him. Hence the name Gaston's Finch. The Bufflehead. It's a duck species. And the plumage of the immature males and females don't compare to what a breeding male looks like. You can almost compare it like a smew, like kind of white, and then its head, it's got all the colors of the rainbow in it if the sun shines on it nicely. They dive on the water to catch some aquatic invertebrates. When courting females, male buffleheads swim in front of them, rapidly bobbing their heads up and down. In flight, you can identify a bufflehead by noting their small size, fast wing beats, and pattern of rocking side to side as they fly. Buffleheads breed near lakes in northern forests where conifers mix with poplars or aspens. Kind of what Tahoe National Forest looks like, right? Buffleheads nest in tree cavities, especially old northern flickers holes, which are very common in Tahoe National Forest too. And when the young come out, they have to jump out of the tree, but because they're so lightweight, they don't get any damage from falling. So that's kind of cool. This is a young common Merganser. They leave their nest hole within a day or so of hatching, and the flies just leap from the nest entrance and tumble to the fourth floor. Kind of the same like buffleheads, they also live in tree cavities from large woodpeckers. The mother protects the chicks, but they catch all of their own food. The question is, where is the mother of this chick? Maybe this one is already too old. The national bird of America, the bald eagle. This magnificent bird is awesome to see. It just leaves you in awe the first time you see it. I've seen it a lot of times now, but still, every time I see a bald eagle, it's just so awesome. And just the look of it, like with the white head, the yellow claws and yellow bill, with their white tail and then their dark cloak. It's just amazing, and they're pretty big too. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a better shot of this bird. Thanks for watching my birding vlog. I've seen lots of cool birds. lots of new lifers for me too. Yeah, it was really good, really happy with the species I found. But I heard a ruffed grouse, I think. Not sure. I'm probably not gonna see him either. So this was kinda it. So I hope you enjoyed and see you next time. Bye.